You're watching Auto News Now. I'm Kristen Strakalaitis. On today's episode, Jamie Butters, host of the Daily Drive podcast, sat down with automotive news reporter John Irwin to talk about how electric vehicle chargers are being targeted by hackers.
John Irwin, welcome back to Daily Drive.
Thanks for having me, Jamie.
You have an interesting story online right now about hackers targeting charging stations. I mean, is that really a thing? Why are EV chargers attractive targets for hackers?
We're seeing more hackers target chargers around the world. A couple high-profile examples lately in the UK where chargers were targeted by hackers to display pornography on a few stations at the Isle of Wight. In Russia, we've seen pro-Ukraine, anti-Russia protesters target EV chargers, disabling them and displaying anti-Putin messages and that sort of thing. Those are a couple high-profile examples lately of hackers, breaking into EV chargers. And moving forward, I was talking with Upstream Security, an Israeli automotive cybersecurity outfit, and they expect EV chargers to be a massive target moving forward for hackers, considering they're connected to the vehicle, they're connected to the electrical grid, EV fleets. They're connected to all sorts of things, which in the end makes it them potential targets, just considering there are so many potential routes for hackers to choose to try to make some money, which is the end goal for most
right,
attacks.
Because some of those early high-profile cases you mentioned seem more, political or just a stunt to show it can be done. But of course, the point is ultimately someone's going to do it and hold something hostage, whether it's the charger or the car or the grid. What kinds of targets are the most likely? Where are they likely to be aiming their nefarious deeds?
EV fleets seem to be a prime target, just considering there are so many important fleets out there. I mean, considering, if you're a delivery company and it's Christmas time, you have so many deliveries you need to ship out everywhere. If all of a sudden you have your electric fleet, you can't charge it because of a cyber attack and ransomware, all of a sudden you might be put in a bad position. That might be an attractive target for hackers versus an individual. An individual who might be charging their EV at home, if they can't have access to their home charger, that might be inconvenient, but they might have a second gas-powered car, or they can just, go to the parking lot nearby that has a charger station. So fleets seem to be a major target, again, because that's where the money is. And again, it could be a national security threat as well, considering all these chargers are connected, of course, to the electrical grid. You have, again, political actors might view that as a potential entryway into attacking the grid itself versus preventing charging and that sort of thing. So those seem to be the major avenues that hackers might explore moving forward. The larger
like you
the
said,
target.
If it's a business, especially one that's particularly vulnerable, that could certainly be a more attractive target. There's only so much money you can squeeze out of an individual, unless it's Elon Musk, right? And
Right.
and so, but if you could mess with an entire company, especially at a pivotal point in time, that could be something where hackers could really extract a lot of damage.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's going on more broadly with cybersecurity? I mean, we see it in a number of ways around the auto industry, around e-commerce, commerce as we call it in America. What else is going on?
We're seeing remote hacks being more and more prominent. Back in the day, hackers might have attacked a vehicle by just plugging into the USB port or something like that. Whereas Upstream, citing a report that they had recently published, they found that the vast majority, more than 80% of attacks nowadays, are done remotely, and that number is only going to grow. If you don't actually have to be physically where you need to be to hack into something, obviously that just makes it easier for the hacker if they're able to do that. We're also seeing a rise in black hat actors, meaning those that are hackers that are looking to make some money, nefarious actors versus white hat attacks, which are those done by cybersecurity firms, by companies themselves to try to find some vulnerabilities in their systems. Recently, the number of black hat actors has surpassed white hat, according to Upstream Security. So that's something that just sort of again indicates just how much of an issue this is going to be for automakers and for EV charger makers and everyone else involved in this supply chain moving forward, just because the number of bad actors in this space only seems to be growing.
Thanks for tuning in. Listen now to Jamie's full interview on the Daily Drive podcast, available on all podcasting platforms. Have a great day.